evening, YouTube. How are you doing?
Hi. Hi there.
Should we get some drumsticks? How are you doing? Hello, TikTok. How are you?
Hello.
So tonight we're going to be performing the... that screen's dark again, isn't it? I think it's because there's no lights on, is there? Am I blocking the light?
That screen is dark.
So we're going to be performing the PSI method on Tony this evening, as he was shit-faced last night. Too much of the old grandpa's medicine. That's what it was.
Works do. Yeah, works do. It was all free.
It was free. You got to drink the bar dry, haven't you, if it's free?
Oh dear.
Hello, Mike. How are you doing?
Hello. Hi guys. Thank you for populating the live.
We're just kind of waiting for it to populate a bit more, and we're going to start the experiment.
Oh, jar.
We will not be live next Sunday, as it is Christmas Eve, and we both have things to do. Hello, Jack. We are good.
Hi, Neil.
And as you know, Father Christmas pays a visit next week at this time, if you've been a good boy or girl.
Oh, God, is it just next week?
Yeah. Apparently I'm on the naughty list. I'm always on the naughty list. Hello, Kate. How are you doing? How is Kate doing?
Hi, Kate. That's how Kate Blanchett spells it as well, with a C.
Right. I'm pretty sure there's probably
some... impressed by that little factoid.
I think there's a lot of debunkers live on a Sunday now at this time. So the audience may be very...
sparse.
Yeah, very low. But people do come back and they watch it. They watch the pre-recording.
Good evening, Babsy.
Hello, Babs.
Hello there.
Merry Christmas to you, Neil. Hello, Just Eric. Hello, Jaya.
Well, here it is. Merry Christmas.
Get one of them fake practice pad things. What is that? What they're called?
Like electronic drums.
Yeah, but with nothing not plugged in. It's just a pad what you practice on.
Oh yeah, practice pad.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah. You practice your mama dadders and your paradiddles.
Smashing your sticks on the worktop.
That's not a pseudonym for anything, by the way.
We're good, thank you, Kate. Tony was nursing a big hangover today, as he was on his work night out last night. So it's going to be a good idea that we do the experiment on Tony tonight, because his mind is going to be different.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I'm still feeling a bit, to be honest. But I'll get over it. Hi, Tracy.
Hello, Angie.
Yeah, we're all right. Yeah, how are you?
Hello, Tracy.
How are you?
We're good. Tony's not too good. He's running at about 55%, maybe.
Neil's playing guitar. Everybody having fun. I'm playing guitar. Cool.
What guitar you got, Neil? Hello, Firefly. So, Mike, I've been reading that book, what Amanda lent me. I'm probably through the first, I'm up to chapter 7, I think. I must say, not too much has been going on what would make me jump out at the paranormal. There's the usual stuff. Obviously, it's coming from a guy who's writing it who has no idea about the paranormal, only what's seen on TV.
Oh dear.
So he's coming out with all the orb things, and you know, there's a lot what I could debunk just by reading it straight away.
Is he using a K2 meter in it?
No, he's got nothing. He doesn't know anything about, not even ghost hunting. It's just somebody who thinks his house is haunted.
What book is it?
think it's called Lady in the Bay Window, or Old Lady in the Bay Window.
The Lady in the Bay Window. Yeah.
In Sheffield.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've been in touch with him.
Yeah.
And he's up for us popping down in the new year to do a small investigation.
Yeah.
Well, some of the stuff, what is interesting is, not from a paranormal perspective, but his friend, or two of his friends, keep seeing the old lady sat in the bay window downstairs it's like a lad's house. He did buy it to move in with his girlfriend,
right?
Fiance at the time, and they split up, and he couldn't afford to run it, so he invited a couple of mates round that could rent a room off him.
Right. Okay.
So they're big into football. They watch the football, have a few beers. As soon as they're drunk, they see this old woman sat in the window.
Right.
But it's always, there's a pattern there. What I'm seeing, it's always after alcohol. So there could be a few explanations other than alcohol.
Yeah.
It gets good. I'm hoping it does. I'm up to the part where they've been in the loft, because he hadn't been in it for about a year when he moved in. And all what was there was a tiny old stool in the middle of the loft. So one of his mates who was drunk went up, they shut him in, and he sat there on this stool, and you could hear him running to get back out. There's something going on in the loft. He's seen this old lady, and they're hearing footsteps and knocking now. That's what I'm up to. But all the orb stuff can be explained. All the orb stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
And possibly even some of the sightings, it could be alcohol induced. We're only getting a part of that story in the book, aren't we? We're not getting everything.
We're not getting the full flavour. Yeah. We'd probably see so much more if it was us reporting on it and or writing about it.
Hello, Judith. Angie as well.
But it wouldn't be about orbs. O'Neill's got an electric Epiphone standard.
All right. Cool.
Very good, very nice.
So yeah, I'm getting on with it. I'm taking notes as I'm reading it, because we're going to be questioning him when we interview him. And
yes.
Then I'm going to make notes where the hot spots are, other than the bay window and the loft, and we will investigate certain parts. We don't go around with cat balls or empon. You know what we're like. We do it properly.
Yeah. Talking about equipment. Got just another quick show and tell. You know, we like to do this. For a project we've got on in the new year, we were looking at different microphone options, because we've always struggled with sound, haven't we?
Always depends how big the room is.
Yeah, we've tried the Rode microphone on our proper boom thing.
So shotgun mics.
Yeah, lavalier mics taped to a table, which to be quite honest, that was kind of the best one. It worked fairly well, but the sleeves catch it, and you hear the kind of sound which we don't really want. So we've taken another route, and we've gone down the route. We're looking into like wireless lavalier microphones, which are pretty good.
We kind of got this idea off Danny from the Haunted Hotel.
Yeah.
Because he was using them. And we thought, what a cool idea. It's got the same cameras as, well, ours is the upgrade, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it was a good idea to look into it.
So we get a couple of these little radio transmitter packs, and then you plug your lavalier mic onto them, so they can sit anywhere on the body, and it can be, I don't know, clipped there or like under the clothes or whatever. And you get two of these, two transmitters, one receiver that sits on your camera, and then you've got your little lead goes from there into the camera, and it picks up both channels on the 2.4 gig transmitters, and even gives you an option to monitor the sound, because there's a little headphone. There is in here as well. You'll be doing it in here, a little headphone line out kind of thing there, so you can monitor the sound coming out. So yeah, that's specifically for one of our one of the things we've got on, one of the projects we've got on in the new year.
We can't say too much about it, but
Can't say anything about
the
it.
moderator on the YouTube channel knows what we're talking about.
Yes.
But it's going to be different and very funny and eye-opening, I think.
And refreshing.
And it will be to do with the paranormal, so I won't just doing random shit or anything.
No, but it is going to be a lot of fun, and we don't necessarily want wires all over the place. We want it to be self-contained.
Yes, often I can't hear you well. You won't hear us that well on the YouTube live because it's on a mobile phone. You could probably set one of those up, not that particular one, but you can get them for mobile phones as well, which we might look into. It's just how it is. Everybody has the same problem, especially when we're outside.
Yeah.
Going live off a mobile. Hello, Callum. I hope you and your mum are okay. SR Spookfest. Hello.
Here we go. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ forever. Amen.
Amen.
Which is an Egyptian thing, isn't it?
Praising
the god Amun.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Did you know that all your creed comes from Egypt? Oh, let's not get into this. But they come on the live. It's as if speaking to us as if we don't know anything about Christianity, which is a bit of a joke in itself, isn't it?
Mike and Angie, hello.
Here we go. Oh, what do you mean? There we go. You're using the word amen. You don't even know what it means. Some people might call it hypocritical. It means you're asking the god Amun. That's why you're adding his name after a prayer. Oh dear.
Anyway, we're going to do the PSI method. Tony, have you got some paper I could write?
I thought it means so be it. That's what we're told, isn't it? Or so mote it be. SMIB. Amen.
Everything has roots. It all comes from somewhere.
That's right. And all Christianity comes from Egypt. But not a lot of people know that. Sometimes it's the people who practice it as well, which is a bit embarrassing.
I'm not even going to get into this.
No, that's right. God bless you guys. Which one? Which God? I can't stop myself, can I? We're talking about Horus.
Where's the Christmas tree, Tony? Kate's asking.
We don't have a Christmas tree. I don't really do the Christmas thing, to be honest.
I'm glad you're okay, Callum.
But we got the Christmas decorations up.
That's as much as Tony goes, I think. That's it.
There's another look at it. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. No expense spared. That's my one bit of Christmas tap that I allow myself.
Good luck. Hope you get some good stuff. Hi, Janice. Oh, Janice, is that Rachel's mum, Janice? It is. How are you doing? How's Rachel as well? We haven't heard from her for about 2 or 3 days.
No, we haven't. The one true God of the Bible.
Which one? Which part of the Bible? Old Testament, New Testament?
Shall I stop there? You know, the one true God in 3 parts. I mean, which was the pharaonic gesture, wasn't it? As the perfect Pharaoh seemed to be all men, all spirit, and all controlling.
To be fair, everybody sees God as something different.
Yeah,
I do. Different to what Tony does. Tony's different to what everybody else is.
You see, even the way they looked at the pharaohs, they were seen as gods. That was even the start of the Holy Trinity. Yeah.
It's a good theory.
It's a great theory.
I can smell weed.
Well, it is not from
I know
here.
it's not you.
Yeah.
Somebody outside smoking weed.
Probably. You smell it everywhere you go now, don't you?
Janice, we're good. Rachel's mum said hello.
Hi, Janice. God, the creator of all things. Was that as like famine and disease as well? And botfly larvae.
I'm not getting into it.
Cancer and child obesity.
You know, God didn't make that child fat. The child stuffs himself and the parents allow it.
Oh, but he's in control of everything, Mark. And he gave us free will. So it is his fault.
He's not in control of everything if we've got free will.
That's, yeah. But
I know
that makes it his fault. Because he gave man free will.
If he ain't give us free will, we'd be healthy.
Free Willy.
Let's not get into this.
You know I love these discussions.
Because I'll have to start defending Jesus at some point. Some of the ancient pharaohs and Egyptian gods may have been aliens or fallen angels.
You know that wasn't even his name, don't you? You won't even call Jesus.
No, I know he was
Yeshua.
Yeah, that's what they called him. Yeah. But they wanted him to be called, to follow the way it was written. Wanted it originally Emmanuel. There's another one.
Wasn't that a film?
It was a porno, yeah. But that's true, that, honestly. You'll find that in the Bible as well. Let's not get into religious discussion.
You got him with the free will. Oh, not really.
Anyway, let's move on. Check out the Book of Enoch. I've got the Book of Enoch. It's interesting.
There's a copy of it right there.
You know what? Is any truth behind it? Have we found any evidence? You know what we're going to say to that? Hello, who's this? Hello, Brian. Your part-timer of a daughter thinks she is on the phone with Paul. Oh, yeah, that's right. I heard Paul didn't pay a visit because he's not very well, so they're doing a video call. Oh. What do you mean? Ugh. Oh. Box of Kleenex and everything.
Oh,
don't get into that.
We weren't saying that. Zemprist, is he on a separate live? We're running a dual live. We're running a live on YouTube as well.
At the same time, we've got two cameras. Tony is not an atheist, but it requires proof in most things. You know what? Everybody's entitled to their own beliefs and religion.
Yeah, there
so
are.
I'll leave it at that.
I think nowadays I'm more kind of like agnostic in thought. You know?
Well, I kind of am a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, Rachel's actually there listening to us.
Ah, spying.
Spying.
You're agnostic then. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I do know the subject quite well, and you don't know my history. So I do know this. I can approach the subject from both sides.
Who's that? So Tony's going to be doing the experiment as he was on the Raz last night. So we've never done it like that. So that is why we're doing it and getting off the subject of religion. Have you got a bit of paper?
I have. I think I need to buy a couple of more journals because they're full.
I didn't realise I might have had some at home.
Because my books are full. The books are full. Here we go. Excuse me. Oh no. Right then.
Callum's saying we are funny.
Right.
User 30322232481 He's not trying to offend you, Tony.
Oh, and I'm not taking offence. I mean, my point is, with most of this, the thing that annoys me is people kind of believe in Christianity, and you're free to believe what you like. You know, of course you are. But it's when people don't understand what the beliefs in. It's like if you practice martial arts, you learn the moves, but you don't know the meaning behind those moves. It's called the bunkai.
What's the date, anybody?
The date is the 17th.
17th.
Yeah, 17th. It's kind of like not understanding what's behind it, but throwing your heart and soul behind what you do, kind of like what you're told and what you're starting to believe, and not being able to defend it or argue it in any kind of way without coming back to the question of...
Babsy, thank you for the gifts over on TikTok. We do appreciate it. I'm just saying that.
Without coming back to...
number one gift there.
But you need faith to understand, yes, which is a massive cop-out.
That's not a cop-out, having faith. Rachel saying, you are meant to defend me, mother, not call me out on here. Imperial proof.
Empiric proof.
I'm just saying what they said.
Yeah. La 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 la.
We've shared it on Discord. Oh, excellent, SR Spookfest.
Hey!
We're doing an experiment. We're just letting the list populate, and somebody jumped on with the worst subject they could have done on one of these lives, which is religion. It always starts a massive debate.
And debate is good.
Everybody's got different opinions, different beliefs.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean anybody's right or wrong. Jesus loves you all.
Does.
And he loves Tony.
No, it's a...
Jesus loves you, Tony.
In my opinion, lots of wisdom in the Bible. Oh no. Does that extend to the murder and racism as well? And like,
we're looking at Old Testament, which is all Jewish books, isn't it?
The first 5 books of the Old Testament, the Pentateuch, which was the main Jewish tome. The penta meaning 5.
Did you use the wrong word, Brian? Just a misspell, I think. I'm not bothered. I don't care. You know what Tony's like? He'll come right to everybody.
No, it's just empirical evidence. That's
Have you got your strobe light, haven't you?
Yes, here.
So this experiment.
Moving on.
It's the PSI method. We use a red strobe which is flashed in the eyes, and the eyes are protected with a face mask which has got the ping pong balls in. Tony has his eyes shut on this. I have mine open, but I've got the mask on. We've got the headphones which are noise cancelling. These is what they use on aircraft, so you really can't hear a thing on the once you've got these on. I think that's a bit high.
Do you think I'll have to lower that a bit?
Babs is saying, if anybody sees or hears anything in the background as we're doing this experiment, please type away and just keep typing. Smash the like button. We want to get that algorithm moving again for Christmas Day. Me and Jesus would hang out. I would have him do the water to wine trick to fill my bathtub. Wouldn't we all? I'd get the lottery numbers off him, possibly.
You see, even that's a contentious area, isn't it? Even the turning water into wine.
Yeah, let's get on with this experiment.
Lots of theories behind that. The wedding at Cana.
Yeah.
Lots of theories behind that, and some of them hold up. Well, a lot of them do hold up. To be honest.
Should do a lab
but we won't
on a
go into
Thursday
it.
regarding religious discussion.
Yeah. That should be good. I think the evidence of creator is creation. Wouldn't it be just as easy to say I think the evidence of evolution is evolution?
Tracy, thank you for the gingerbread man. So we're losing viewers, so let's get on with it. Have you got the white noise generator?
I have.
And we are using a white noise generator which is plugged into the headphones, so that sounds like static white noise, which you've all heard on the old analog TVs. At the end of the night it goes and there's snow on the screen, and it sounds like that.
How's it though?
I can't do it too much, it hurts me through it. It's okay, Jesus loves you.
Everybody else thinks you're okay. Thank you.
Rachel saying, Tony, you should know religion is personal to everyone. Everyone has their own beliefs.
Oh, yeah, I completely accept that. It's when they don't listen to the right ones that annoys me. I'm only kidding. Everybody does have their own beliefs. Yeah.
You know what? Tony doesn't believe in a certain thing, or he does. That's his choice. My choice is my choice. Doesn't mean I'm right or Tony's right or you guys are right. Everybody has got an opinion, and that's how it is.
Well, unfortunately, that's what religion does. Causes division more than brings people together. Discuss.
I can understand how some people do lose that faith, because I have seen in the church where there's a lot of hypocrites, like you have a lot of knobs.
That's the reason I left. Way too hypocritical.
To me, being a Christian isn't about going to the church. It's about that Christian faith and that religion.
Yeah, it's about
not the church.
It's about walking the walk, being part of it.
Although the body of Christ is actually the church. Doesn't mean you're eating his body when you're doing mass. Anyway, let's get on.
Anywho,
shall we let everybody know what this sounds like?
Yes. But let's just tell them more. But and what some people don't understand is once you accept the paranormal, there we go, that's what we'll be listening to. Some lovely, it's actually red-pink noise. It's not white noise, it's red-pink.
Is it?
Yeah. With a low-pass filter set at 130 hertz and a high-pass filter set at 22,050 hertz. Because we do get asked that question now and again.
Red-pink noise. I'm going to rate the hertz frequency, which is 22,050 hertz, red-pink. Just in case anything happens, we know what frequency to set it back again.
Yay! And if you just right under that, LP for low pass, 130 hertz.
130 hertz.
Yes, very good. Oh, very good, very nice.
My last supper is done. My last supper? Am I getting crucified? Romans are right set of bastards, aren't they? What's for supper, Rachel? What you made? Very awesome.
Your last super.
Mike's saying, let's do this, guys.
I like that. The last super. I think that could go places. Right, okay.
Come on, then.
Come on. Alexa, turn light red.
Oh, Rachel, I get it now, yeah. Diamond Art Last Supper. Thank you very much.
Diamond Art, you numpty.
I think we'll probably be seeing you at some point through the week anyway, so excellent. I do appreciate it. I would have never done that because I ain't got patience.
Excellent.
And I can't be arsed.
Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah. Saying I haven't got patience is nicer than saying I can't be arsed.
Crazy. Alexa, turn off screen.
SR Spookfest is saying don't put it on the brown note.
Yeah.
Brown noise.
Brown noise. Bran noise.
I've got a video to come up.
Mark listening to brown noise. It's not good.
By My Haunted Hotel, where they give us a review, and I'm going to put that up on our channel tonight, hopefully if it's not too late.
They gave us a review?
Yes. Where was you when they did that? I've got it on camera. I'll show you it.
Oh, I've probably seen it. Yeah.
Sage the Kangaroo, hello. So the review from My Haunted Hotel will be going up tonight.
Yay!
I've also put a poll on YouTube. 3 of the UK's top YouTube paranormal channels, which are all fakers. You've got Lenny and Ben.
Oh God.
Ghosts of Britain. Do an impression of Wurzel goes to Britain. You know what I mean? And there's also, and it's Tom from Haunted Founders. I've been asked loads of times to do Haunted Founders, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Just a review. I'm not going to be mean.
No.
I like Tom. He's a good lad,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah, there's no need to be mean, just honest.
It's just that, you know, they don't make very good investigators.
I mean, even honest can be quite cutting.
A skinwalker bit your bum. And the demon in the kitchen. Yeah.
Bloody skinwalkers!
You can do a good impression of Ghost of Britain, Lee.
No, I won't, because it'll be cruel. It'll be cruel.
Stop being mean, Tony.
Stop being mean.
Jesus still loves you.
Apparently.
You painted the birdhouse. It's very pretty. What birdhouse? Huh? Come on then, Tony.
The birdhouse in your soul.
Stop messing.
Build a little birdhouse in your soul. Not to find a pine on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet.
I'm going to move when you've stuck them on.
Build a little birdhouse in your soul. I have a story to tell from my electrical well.
Can you hear me, Tony? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Excuse me.
Can you hear me? Oh, thank God for that. We'll get a bit of peace now. One other thing, it don't start him on religion. Tony lost his faith a few years back. Hello, Rough Dog. How are you doing? So the start time is 8:37 p.m. I'm just going to give it 2 to 4 minutes to let Tony settle in. And I'm going to move because this still keeps creaking. Sorry, tuned in just now. What we're doing, we're doing an experiment, the PSI method. Hello, Amanda. Sorry, I didn't see you come in then. So what we need you guys over on YouTube and TikTok to do, if you're on TikTok, keep tapping the screen so the love hearts go up. And if you're on YouTube, keep hitting that heart. Give us all them likes. So it shouldn't take long for Tony to settle in because he's used to this experiment. Two minutes. Amanda, thank you for the confetti. See you later, Rachel. Sorry I didn't see you there. Have fun on the webcam. Three minutes. Speak to you tomorrow, Rachel. Love you. That's what your mum said. So Tony can't hear anything what I'm saying. Four minutes. I said that. So what normally happens at first when you're doing this, as you're settling in, the light, the red light actually changes colour. Generally goes white, or if you're exposed for longer periods, it goes blue. .5 minutes. So we are trying Tony because he was drinking quite a lot last night, and I'm just wondering how this will affect his brain, or what he will actually come out with, if anything, after having quite a lot of alcohol. Is there anyone in spirit with Tony? Can you make yourself known, please? This is quite a lot longer for Tony to get going. Does this mean that the alcohol actually puts a block in his mind? Is it affected him? Has he fallen asleep, Babs? Like I said, I wanted to try it on Tony because he had a lot to drink last night, and I wanted to see how the experiment worked with somebody that's had a lot of alcohol. Is it impeding him? Possibly. Hello, Shandy. No, he hasn't fallen asleep. He hasn't fallen off the stool yet. It is quiet for Tony, yeah. But we'll just go with it just to see how long it takes for Tony to open up. So it's been 8 minutes. Is there anyone in spirit with Tony? Can you please use him to communicate? Give him an image in his head, or say a word, or touch him. So if he doesn't come out with anything, I'm not going to leave him there for 20, 30 minutes. If he doesn't come out with anything, I'll stop the experiment and then I'll have a quick go as well. Nine minutes. Kind of a good thing he's got nothing. Shows you're not always going to get a spirit to talk. Exactly, SR Spookfest. I think alcohol has a lot to do with this. If he was drinking heavily last night. Has he dropped off, Angie? I'm going to bring him out of it at about 12 minutes if he doesn't say anything. That's that silhouette in the background there. Does it look like somebody like that with a hand on the head? It's actually a gaming chair. Alcohol does dull the senses. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That in the background. There, that image looks like somebody sat with a head in the hand. "11 minutes. This is the last chance for somebody to communicate using Tony as a channel. Please come through and speak to us. Hello, Badger. So that's 12 minutes. So because nothing has happened, nothing at all, I think it's fair to say alcohol certainly does put a block, some sort of mental block, and it dulls his senses. Gonna wake him up. Are we all ready for me waking him up? All right, Tony. You all right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Why?
Everybody's kind of agreeing. We was talking. We certainly think alcohol puts a mental block on everything because it's normally very, very quick.
So. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody was saying wake him up anyway, but just thought he'd gone to sleep. But I think it was good just to try that, even if that was 13 minutes, by the way.
Was it?
Yeah.
That long?
13 minutes without a single word.
My goodness, it wasn't as if I was relaxed enough. I was completely relaxed. It was just there, and it was just all blank, and it was just all relaxed. And was that really 13 minutes?
Yeah. I'll just turn that. Alexa.
Good grief.
Turn light white.
Okay.
Shandy's saying too relaxed. I don't think it was too relaxed. Tony pretty much can start coming out with things for anywhere from 2 minutes because we've done it that often. We're kind of used to the experiment, but nothing for 13 minutes. I mean, there's nothing to tell you. I just asked it a couple of times. Is anybody with Tony make yourself known? Touch him, show an image,
Right.
give him a word. And near the very end, I said, "This is your last chance. Please speak to us. Use Tony." Nothing.
Nothing. Zilch. Just absolutely nothing.
We all think.
Which kind of shows or proves a point, really, doesn't it?
Alcohol certainly plays a big part in it.
Yeah, and it was a heavy night last night. It was the works do, and we just all let ourselves go and let our hair down and this and the other. But
You don't need to have a quick go. They're just saying there, look.
You might as well.
What time is it? Yeah, I mean, we're a bit early. I thought that there would have been something because Tony's normally pretty quick with it, but I think it does prove something now, doesn't it? I'm glad we did that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see Tony's eyes. They do look red.
They feel red as well.
Do you know what you need? Hair of the dog.
You may be right. Yeah, you may be right.
You see, do you remember Alistair Crowley? Obviously, you do.
Yes.
He used to do things
Things kick-started.
with drugs. He used to use opium and
Yeah.
things. And there was some right stuff, but
Yeah.
I think it proves it. Don't do these kind of experiments if you've been on the raz or drunk.
Because there's a very low yield from them.
I thought he was asleep at one point.
Well, I felt relaxed. You know, I was lovely and relaxed, and it was just everything had calmed down, and it was. But there was just nothing. There was nothing coming in, nothing whatsoever.
But I stopped it because everybody was kind of just watching you, like pretty much asleep.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
Shandy went away. Dude didn't have one drink. Spirits are like magnets in a way. Is that a joke? Your work due on Friday. Looks like the guy from Weird Science, the biker who crashes the house party. I ain't seen that for years.
Weird Science. Yeah. What a film that is.
Bigger boobs. You had a thought? Try shrooms. Doing an investigation, not a lot, but they do open up and let yourself be open to more. We've actually discussed that American Indian sedative. What was it called?
Ayahuasca. Which
try a bit and just film us.
Contains a lot of DMT. Yeah. That would be interesting. Yeah. I used to sit and talk to Mum, and you know, we've never been into drugs or anything like that. And,
No.
But I always used to say to Mum, you know, one drug I would love to try is DMT, and we used to sit talking about it, and you know, talking about people's experiences what they've had with DMT, which is an important component in ayahuasca, and and plus it's non-addictive as well, which I guess is always a bonus.
I said to you earlier when I come in that I was flicking before I started gaming last night, flicking through the channels, and Ghost Adventures are up where they're in what they call Skinwalker Cave or something. Is it Hills, whatever they're called?
Yeah, something like that. Isn't it?
And there was somebody there winding up, I think, but this American Indian woman had come along to give him a bit of a blessing, drew some paint on the face, and then she said, "Oh, just take this. It's to help with what," I can't remember the word she used, and they thought nothing of it. And I think it was some sort of devil's weed, and they were off the tits for 4 hours driving in circles in a jeep.
Like it. Yeah, brilliant.
That's funny.
Cool.
I'm just going to spray that in my throat.
Yes.
Hello, sad-eye guy. How are you doing?
Hi there. But it is interesting to note that this experiment is different every single time. You know.
I think it was Bad. Was it Badger that was saying to me? Oh no, it was SR Spookfest. It proves that this isn't made up because you didn't come up with anything. If you're just making it up, you didn't just come up with random shit.
This is what we always say. You know what state you need to be in, and then just let it come, but don't force it. Just allow it to come through. And yeah, I mean, we had I think it was Welsh Grand Bev. We're doing the tarot readings, and I tried to read her 2 or 3 times, and I said, no, this is absolutely no good. There's something blocking it. I said, what is it? And I ended up asking her, saying, what is it? What is it that's blocking it? Why can't I read you? And she said, didn't she, would it make any difference if I was on medication? So I said, yeah, absolutely. And she said, oh, around about this time every night, how did she phrase it? She said, I always pop the big boys before I go to bed, which means she's on some quite serious medication. And I said, I knew there was something. I said, every time you've tried to have a reading, have you taken medication throughout the day? She said, yeah, it's quite strong as well. And I bloody knew it. So it does affect stuff like this. Medication does affect.
Brian's had DMT whilst part of a study to treat severe PTSD at a medical facility in State.
Wow.
Maybe brain is a bit more fuzzy to let anything in. Sad-eyed guy, yeah. I was looking at one of your videos, and I think I'm trying to think which one it was. Somebody actually asked me to look at the exact same video, but I didn't. Have you had any kind of shitty comments back on? I think it was Ghost Theory, wasn't it?
In fact, they are using it. They are using DMT to treat PTSD now, aren't they? Yeah. So it sounds like you were an important part of that research.
Meditation before investigation can help you open up. Couldn't I, guy? Who the friggin' hell's that? Shall I have a quick go? Come on.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to be doing Haunted Finders. Not so much on pulling him to pieces, Tom, but the way he's investigating is wrong. I have seen a few clips now, and a lot of people have asked me. It's just, I need to put it in a video though, rather than just telling you over a live.
Yeah, it's a bit slapdash, and they seem to jump to conclusions really quick.
The fact that he's using apps. Is it the Canon? Is it the recorder? Is it the SD60 or 90?
It's something like that, isn't it?
It's completely. It's from the 90s, right? And it's an unprotected circuit. It records its own sound. You know, that its own noise it makes. It records that. Yeah. So it's. You can't hear it with your ears, but its circuit makes its own noise.
Totally inadequate for the job.
Yeah.
It was built not to be a quality recorder of any kind, but just to get that voice down as a dictation device.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Can you stick that white noise on for us, or the pink, red, whatever it is? I had a drink last night, but not as much as you.
I had a drink. There we go. Da 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 dee.
Start time. Alexa.
9.
Turn light red.
Okay.
Okay, dokie.
Oh, I can see is that ring light in my eyes. Because I looked at it.
so it's 9 o'clock. So 9:01.
Pretty much straight away I can hear like a jet engines.
Yeah, jet engines again. That swirling, firing up sound of a jet engine in the white noise. Which does seem to be a really...
Seeing black lines in the red light. Somebody moved to the right. Is that you, Tony?
Nope. Is there anybody here with Mark? Anybody in spirit? Is there anybody in spirit here with Mark? If there is, you can approach him. He is approachable. Give him a picture, give him a sound, even give him a name. Tell him what your name is. Give him some impression of heat, cold. You know, touch him on the back of his hands, touch him on his head. Do whatever you can to come through. Is there anybody here who wants to speak to Mark? Anybody in spirit?
So before I say this, I wanted to make sure I got it right. I'm being shown an image in my head of a baby, and it's a boy with dark hair, wrapped in like a baby blue fleece type of blanket. And this baby, it has passed. It's gone. I can also see, oh, I got a cold breeze then. Cold breeze to my right. The house, I'm being shown a house. Inside it is Christmas time, because I can see like decorations, but what's more standing out is the lights. Kind of like a teardrop shaped light, but they're obviously strung up around. Did you bang on the top then? Charlie?
Can you show Mark more of this, please? Why are you showing Mark these images?
Jackson.
Whereabouts is this, please? Can you tell us whereabouts this is, please? Where is it that Mark is seeing?
Oh, do you know that weird feeling you get all over you? Like a creepy feeling. Stillborn. He was stillborn. I'm being touched on the shoulders, Tony. There's a woman telling me not to forget Charlie. I'm being touched. Left side. Pressure in my ears. His little face is all kind of... There's nothing wrong with it, but it's kind of, you know, like when they've got a bit of a flat face. They've just been born. Chair feels like it was moving. I have no idea why this name just popped in. You'll probably remember it, Tony. Cyril Smith. I don't know the relevance.
What's the relevance with the Cyril Smith reference?
I can hear mumbling in the background. I'm almost certain it's female.
What's the relevance with the Cyril Smith reference?
It almost sounds, if it's a woman, praying. Don't know if she's praying over this baby. Nun. There's a nun. The nun's got, I don't know if it's blue or grey. Sister Dorothy. Templeman. Whoa, I'm getting touched. It's strange prayer. It's constant praying. There's no break in it.
Can you tell us what the nature of the prayer is? Can you tell us what the nature of the prayer is?
Just watching this pattern. There's a pattern moving around. Like a snake skin pattern. Is there some sort of nunnery around here? Or did there used to be? I'm getting the feeling the mother may have been a nun. Getting touched. It's not. It can't be St. Hilda's. Is it?
Can you tell us more about what you're showing Mark? Can you tell us more about the convent? Can you tell us more about the convent and more about the people involved, please?
Tony, did your mum ever tell you anything like that? It was kept quiet. I'm going back a bit. Is that you knocking? Back of the chair. There's not much coming from it other than don't forget, because obviously this looks like it was brushed under the rug sort of thing. Give a thought to Charlie.
When did this happen? Can you give us some indication of when this happened?
I can see this nun praying over the woman and the child, but it's not just a few minutes. It's like she was there all night praying. It's not a hospital as such. It's like a place where all these nuns are staying. There's beds. Sister Agatha Brown. She runs a tight ship. Bit of a Hitler.
Can you tell us where this was? Can you tell us what country this was in?
There's movement in the light. The light is actually a different colour. It's white. doing this. Around the bed. Not sure if the mother's dead or she died. She lost a lot of blood. Sister Agatha, why does her name keep popping up? It's like she's in charge. And what do you call them? What do you call like the head nun, like a head nurse?
Matron.
I'm just kind of seeing a scene just around the bed. There's not much coming through at all. I can describe what it looks like. It's like, you know, like solid wood in the room. You know, like the cupboards, the doors. It's like a dark wood. A crucifix on the wall. It's old. There's a bedpan. It's not modern day, this. That long ago? It can't be that long ago. The 80s, 40s. 83. Are you tapping on the worktop, Tony?
No.
Lavender. Smell of lavender. All right, I think I'm going to leave it because there's not a lot coming through it. Was I talking loud then?
Yeah, it was just like normal. Just like normal. Right. Okie dokie.
Didn't expect that.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Alexa, turn light white.
Okay.
So easy to fall asleep.
Relaxing.
Yeah. Give your throne back. I was kind of mentally pushing for more, but there's just not really much. It's just like a scene showing me it.
Weird.
Head Nun is the best, says Babsy.
A what?
Good film. Good film.
Head nun.
Head Nun is the abbess. Good film.
I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah.
I don't know what they call a nun in charge. Is it a matron?
I think a head nurse is matron, isn't it?
But she was a nun.
But she was a nun. Head Nun is the abbess.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
An abbess.
Apparently. Yeah. Paula said, loved your live, which it implies she doesn't love it anymore because that's past tense. Thank you, Paula. Oh, loved your live last night.
We do a live last night.
Well, I certainly didn't.
No, I didn't.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, she Googled it.
Oh, Babsy Googled it. Excellente. Excellente. Right, okay. So. Yeah, so we've got some bits and bobs on here. At 2 minutes past 9.
Time to start.
Excuse me. 9 o'clock. Bang on. At 2 minutes past, I can hear jet engines.
Yeah, like a whooshing. You know that noise they make?
It's a very popular. It's a very popular thing with you, isn't it? The sound of jet engines. Yeah, almost like the spooling up. There's black lines in the red light. Somebody moved to the right. Is that you, Tony? No, I wasn't moving. I wasn't moving at all.
I think at first it's my eyes adjusting.
Could be.
And then it does actually look like there was somebody moving there. I could see it to the right.
Yeah. Oh, you see all sorts in this experiment. Oh, excuse me. Oh. So is there anyone who wants to speak to Mark? Is there anyone in spirit? Then 904 you say, I want to make sure I get it right. Shown an image of a baby, dark hair, wrapped in a baby blue blanket.
Yeah.
This baby is passed.
Yeah, dead.
There's a cold breeze. Oh, I'm being shown a house. The lights are standing out. Teardrop-shaped light strung up around.
Yeah, you know, like the coloured lights you can put on a tree or around your window. It's them teardrop kind of shapes.
Right.
Coloured ones.
Charlie.
And then the baby.
Jackson.
I don't know if that was his surname or not. It just popped in, so I said it.
Yeah. Well, you got to want you. That's the nature of this experiment. So I asked, where is this, please? Then you said, do you know that creepy feeling? Stillborn, he was stillborn. I'm being touched on the shoulders, Tony.
It's getting touched quite a lot. As if somebody was stood behind me with their hands like that, but heavy.
There's a woman telling me not to forget Charlie.
Yeah. Do you know the impression I got? Because it was kind of is it a nunnery you call it? Where they all live? Convent. It was kind of, I think it's one of the nuns got caught pregnant. She had...
Wouldn't be the first time.
And wanted to keep it quiet. And the baby was actually stillborn anyway. So they just kept it quiet and brushed it under the mat sort of thing.
Right.
And you tell, don't forget because it's still alive.
Right. I'm being touched, left side, pressure in my ears. A bit of a flat face, like it's just been born.
Yeah, because they get that squashed face look, don't they, when they're being born. Natural birth.
Then he said something weird. Charlie. Oh, chair. Feels like it was moving.
Yeah, the back of it again.
Yeah. And then he said something weird. No idea why this name popped in. Cyril Smith. Don't know the reference. I do know that in the past there was a bit of controversy around Cyril Smith because he was supposed to be a bit of a child fancier.
Was he?
Yeah. And it won. And I think his mate Edward Heath was. Is it Edward Heath? I don't want to get any names wrong. Was kind of like in it as well. I think they used to meet on a boat. Yeah, they used to meet on this boat.
Do you think he could have had a go on a nun?
Oh, I don't know. I don't bloody know.
Was a bit of a pedo, was it?
Yeah. Well, apparently.
Right.
Apparently.
Don't know why it popped in. I don't even know the relevance to it.
No. I can hear mumbling in the background. I'm almost certain it's female. Yeah. This is at 9:11.
Do you know when you can hear it, but then you're listening even more because it's just not clear enough?
Yeah.
and I could hear it. And the more I listened, the more I thought, this is female, but it sounds like somebody praying.
Yeah.
It was constant prayer, not a break in it at all.
Yeah. It almost sounds like a woman praying. I don't know if she's praying over this baby. There's a nun, blue or grey. Sister Dorothy Templeman. I'm getting touched.
It was like, I know you think a nun's in black, but it wasn't. She's blue, wearing blue, like a lighty blue.
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
grey.
yeah. It was light blue, grey. You see, you see, even the nuns around the corner up there.
Is there one round here?
Yeah, yeah. There's one on. Oh,
See, I don't know this area that well.
well, you go up to the end, and then you turn left, and then you go over the motorway bridge and keep going, and there's a little community in one of the big houses on the right hand side.
All right.
And it's the Cliff Rock, something Cliff community there,
Right.
and it's a little like convent. And you see the nuns walking up and down. Well, here quite a lot, and they're all a bunch of old girls in these like grey
Right.
nuns outfits and this that and the other. So it's I think I think black is a bit outmoded. You know, grey is the new black. Yeah. A strange prayer, this, constantly praying with no break in it.
Would that be right? See, I don't know the nun side of it. I know from a male perspective in the church, but not a female nun.
Yeah. So I asked, can you tell us what the nature of the prayer is? And you say, I'm just watching this pattern moving around. It's like a snakeskin pattern.
Yeah, it was in the light. Could have been my eyes playing up with the light. I don't know.
Oh, excuse me. Is there some sort of nunnery around here? I'm getting the feeling the mother may have been a nun. I'm getting touched again with the touch.
Mm-hmm.
St Hilda's.
That just popped in. So I said St Hilda's. It just popped in.
Right.
So you just say it, don't you? Don't know where it come from. Is it St Hilda's in Hull?
I don't know.
I'm wondering why I was getting frigging nuns. Never had that before.
No.
And you'd think if there's a convent close by, I would have picked up on it before. Maybe it's because it's that time of year. Or maybe it's the anniversary of the death of that child.
Maybe. Who the hell knows? You know, who knows? But that's only been a thing for like the past 6 years.
No, it's older than that.
So it's quite a new one.
Yeah.
And it's and it's a community as well. It's not specifically a convent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a religious community. So can you tell us more about the convent and about the people involved, please? Then you say, Tony, did your mum ever tell you anything like that?
I asked that because I was aware of your mum's image just stood looking at me, and I don't know why. That's why I mentioned it to
Mum. Whenever Mum spoke about nuns,
because I know she was a midwife.
yeah, she was. She was one of the old school Hull midwives as well, and she was funny. She was known as Sister Weeks. She was Sister Weeks. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But she wasn't a nun.
No. Although trained
By
them and brought up in a real kind of like convent-ish. Well, not brought up, but trained in a really convent-ish environment. A place on Park Street where they used to do all the midwifery training.
Yeah.
And they used to go out and do all the rounds on bikes. And yeah, there's I think that there's only a very few photos remaining of my mum with her, is it a stole? Like even like the head, like a nun's headdress kind of thing.
Don't call it habit.
And no,
That's
it's
the male one. Isn't it?
it was the traditional. It was the traditional midwife garb or uniform, which was very, very close to what a nun used to wear, because they were all trained by nuns. They were all kind of like trained in the same way. Weirdly, Your first witches were midwives. So your first midwives were witches. You know, isn't it strange that it has that connection as well? But Mum said she never ever spoke well of these nuns. She said they were all bastards.
No, there was one
She said they were
particular.
horrible.
I don't know what the name was, but she was a fucking little Hitler.
Oh yeah,
She was horrible.
yeah.
But there's some. There was all right. The others, it was
That
just
was Sister Agatha Brown.
right. Can't remember the name.
Yeah.
Jack saying he's a St. Elders.
So St. Catherine's. What's that? I've just seen it. Oh, Babsy. There was a monastery near St. Hilda's.
All right. What in Hull? I didn't even know there was.
Yeah.
This is why I just say it, because it doesn't mean anything to me, but I know
No.
somebody else might be able to answer it.
Yeah, I know we're going to have to chase up on all this because on all these bits of interesting info in here. Right, so I'm going back a bit. Back of the chair.
Yeah, back of chair was moved.
There's not much coming from it. Looks like it was brushed under the rug. Give a thought to Charlie. Can you give some indication of when this happened? I can see this nun praying over the woman and child. She was there all night praying. Not a hospital, although lots of beds. Sister Agatha Brown. This nun's all right. She runs a tight ship, a bit of a Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
So 923, I say, can you tell us what country this was in? There's movement in the light. It's white. They're doing this. The signs of the cross around the bed.
It was round here. It was somewhere. It wasn't abroad anywhere.
Right.
It was definitely Hull.
Right.
That's the impression I got. It felt close.
Not sure if the mother's dead. She lost a lot of blood.
Yeah, because it was there showing me at first. So she must have died. I couldn't make it out. I couldn't work it out.
Right.
Because it's not like they sit there telling you a full paragraph, a full story, is it? It comes in little bits, and before I say it, I try and get it together in my head before I say it.
Yes. Sister Agatha, why does her name keep popping up? What do you call the head nun or head nurse? And that's the, as Babs, it's the Abyss. Which, again, great film. Great film. 924. It looks like solid wood in the room. Dark wood. Crucifix on the wall. Yeah. Buildings of a certain age had oak panelling.
Yeah, it was. It was all dark.
Right.
It's solid wood.
It's old, 30s, 40s, 33. Lavender, smell of lavender. And then you say, I'm going to leave it. And then you come out with the experiment.
Yeah, because I'm trying to make a link with something else, but there was nothing. It was just, that was the main concentration.
Right.
And I won't get much from it at all,
Right.
other than that little bit, what I got. I suppose it's very apt around Christmas time, isn't it? About
it's a nice Christmas story, yeah.
but not surviving, obviously.
Yeah, that's, strange. Strange. Yeah, but that won't be the first time that's happened in a convent.
Covered
I
it
know
up.
a couple of years ago, there was in Italy, there was a nun trying to convince everybody it was a miraculous conception.
Right.
Weren't they? Yeah, do you remember that?
No.
And it turns out it was the abbot of of the facility. You might have felt a little bit randy one night.
It's Neville saying it's called Mother Superior in modern age.
Mother Superior. Yeah, Mother Superior. Yeah.
I'll just go back up a few of these comments. Cyril Smith was a politician and a pedo whose crimes were covered up in
By
New
the
York.
government.
Oh, by the government.
Yeah, I bloody knew it. I knew it.
Janice said, when I describe the room, feels like You there with me? It's weird. It's weird, Janice. You're going to have to try this experiment sometime when we'll have to have Rachel over again to try it, and you'll have to come with her and have a go.
Yes.
Yeah, Lisa, there's always something different, always different. One thing does stay the same though. Either a washing machine, a jet engine, and that chair's getting moved. Always, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those are the things that seem to be a staple.
Medieval times. What was that in medieval times? Rough dog, sorry. Only blue nun I've seen was a bottle. Dorothy Templeman, who lived 1908 to 1991. That's a good age. Dorothy Templeman, William. Right. Was she a nun? I don't even know where these names come from. You know, when they just pop in your head and you think,
oh, yeah.
That's not my thoughts, so I'm going to say it.
That's right. And that's exactly what you need to do. That's exactly what you need to do, otherwise it gets lost. Lost.
Elders in. Oh, all right, since.
Here we go. Mother Superior, that's just come to me. Of course it is.
It could have been an unwed mother convent. Nuns getting pregnant was very common in medieval times. You'd be amazed. All right.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
medieval. It wasn't as late back as that. But I know what you're saying, yeah.
St. Hilda was a famous saint, apparently.
Right.
Famous saint.
Well, they named the churches after saints, didn't they?
Quality footwear.
Catholic churches. She's listed as lived in England, says William. Do you know what? When I come here tonight, I say it all the time. You don't expect that to come out your mouth, do you?
No, you don't. You don't. You don't expect anything of this weird stuff because it's just not there. It's just not there, and that's what this experiment does. It teases these bits of information out that are put there for some reason.
Do you know what a theory what I had at one point? This experiment, does it make our mind create these stories, but then when they get checked, they match historically? So how is that possible? Not everything, but most stuff does match, doesn't it? They do exist, the time period's right, and we can research it and kind of match it.
Oh, Amanda's just said, my friend's grandma was a nun. She had a baby and left. Her name is Dorothy.
Ooh, the plot thickens.
The plot does thicken, doesn't it?
How do I know all this stuff? I don't know.
Nuns getting pregnant was very common in medieval. Oh, right, yeah. You'd be amazed. Whitby Abbey was a double monastery for monks and nuns, but it had separate quarters. They were all at it, weren't they? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Just underlines the amount of hypocrisy in the church. Yeah. They're all shagging each other.
They give this name Charlie to the baby because obviously being stillborn, he needed a name, didn't he? If they was going to pray over him and give him some kind of burial or, I don't know.
Yeah, some kind of blessing. JP says, guys, nobody believes in ghosts. How old are you two now?
I'm 50. How old are you?
55 in July. Yeah. Nobody believes in ghosts. Who says that we believe in ghosts?
Yeah, but people say, they've said that to me before. I still don't believe. I said, I'm not trying to make you believe. We are very sceptical.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah. I still don't believe in ghosts. And I don't care.
I bet you believe in the Tooth Fairy or Santa.
Yes. Sometimes they have children before becoming nuns. Yeah. Oh, JP says, calm it, Baldy. You're going to scare the rest of your hair off. See, that's when someone hasn't just got an argument. It's just
when we don't rise to an argument, I think that upsets them, doesn't it?
It does because they're base.
Tony actually shaves his hair off It's not naturally bald.
That's right.
And I can prove that because we bought him an electric razor thing, didn't we? Do you remember that steampunky one?
For shaving my head. There you go.
And he's not ginger.
No. Small blessings.
You believe in spirits and ghosts, Callum? Did I hear the nun's name or did you see her? I saw the one in the bed holding the baby, what had died, and she didn't look well at all. She looked as white as the sheets. There was a lot of blood everywhere. There was a nun at that side and one at that side. But the one she was facing I could see her just kneeling. But the name just popped in there. You know, like a memory. That's how I can explain it. It's weird.
It is.
I don't understand it.
It does come to you like that. It does.
It's not my memories, obviously, because I've never been in a nunnery like that.
No.
Night Jaya. Tony would attract spirits. He's going for the monk look. Well, it looks like one of the mods has blocked him.
Oh no! Oh well, never mind. Never mind.
Muted. Oh, being muted. I don't know. Yeah, everybody. We are not trying to prove ghosts exist. We don't do that.
The intellectual giant was in, and now they've gone.
We just document what's happening.
I kind of like playing with them for a bit, you know. So it's like a cat playing with a mouse before he kills it.
So there's a video being uploaded tonight about us by My Home's at the Hotel.
Yay!
You have seen it before, Tony, but I'll show you it again.
Right, excellent.
There's a review coming on Haunted Finders, and before Christmas, I want to get in a video on all the outtakes we've got off Annabelle Project up to now.
Yeah,
And
I think so. That'd be a good
I sit
idea.
laughing like Ellerton, but you guys may not find it funny, but I did.
Yeah, that'll be pretty good.
Or Friar. Why don't friars ever get channeled or spotted as ghosts? I think they do, don't they? There's been sightings of monks.
Monk's Walk, Beverly.
Yeah, there's been loads of
Yeah.
sightings. Nearly always a colour to go with them. They always say the white monk or the brown or the grey.
Brown or the grey monk
Yeah.
or something like that, yeah. Or the blue lady of so-and-so, so-and-so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monks are not friars. They don't fry the fish.
Monks are not friars, although monk is a fish. Monkfish. I've had it. It's quite nice.
And you can fry them.
Of course. Yeah.
I don't know, Neville. They may be spotted, but people may label them as monks because technically they might not get that much detail where they can separate the two. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe people don't know the difference between the two, so it's just like, oh, it's a monk, you know. Da, 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 da.
Oh, JP Shed, the laugh
Yay!
is back. He must have been muted for 2 minutes. Good night, Jack.
Good night, Jack.
So it's been a pleasure for you guys watching us again. We'll be back on
As
TikTok probably on Wednesday. Is that right?
Yay! On this run up to Christmas.
There will be no live next Sunday as it is Christmas Eve and we've got a lot to do.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, a lot of good stuff coming, a lot of good stuff happening in the new year. And I'm quite excited about it, to be honest.
It'll be fun.
It will be fun.
What was that? Good night, Jack. Mike. Monks eat carp. It's why you find dips, bumps and ponds near monasteries.
Yeah.
Good night, Angie. Good
Yeah,
night,
yeah.
Callum. Merry Christmas if we don't see you before the weekend.
They eat goldfish. Yeah.
They eat pretty much anything they could get, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was all harvested, wasn't it? They were pretty much all self-sufficient, and it was all harvested.
Some might say, thank God for monks for inventing beer.
Yes.
Or they called it mead. back then.
Mead. Yeah, that was the honey broth, wasn't it? Mead. You live in the week still, Tony? Yes. Yeah, still live in the week. St Hilda wore blue, apparently.
Did he? Oh.
Says Joe Taylor. St Hilda wore blue. You were in green, I was in blue. Yes,
so
I remember.
if you just
it
go
well.
over the live again once we cut the live, and if you want to have a quick Google search yourself for anything what was said, go ahead and do it, because we're not that historically inclined, although we know a little bit, but not a lot. We should really get a historian. We used to have a historian on the team, didn't we?
Steve.
Yes. We just don't have time, to be honest.
That's right.
And we can't be arsed. We should get a t-shirt saying that. Can't be arsed.
Well, we
Good
don't
night,
have,
Angie.
we don't have the time to be asked.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching over on YouTube. I'm going to cut the live. Have a good week at work.
You
And
fools!
even better Christmas if we don't speak to you before then.
Absolutely. You have a great time. And we'll see you in the new year. And as I say, lots of good stuff coming.
William,
Trust
take care.
us.
See you soon.
See you soon.